So we're right on the corner of Knopp's Farm, this huge big dairy farm on Marsden Road. We're right at the very start, or on the edge of the Morrison headwaters, and also the Piercy Creek headwaters for that matter. When we look out towards the forest there, that is the very beginning of the lowlands. There's about 700 acres that are very low and wet and peppered with springs that are feeding all these wetlands and tributaries of Morrison and Piercy Creeks. You're right by, this is the highway overpass right here. So that's where we are. And we're just on one of the many tributaries. The thing that really makes the headwaters work so well is there's an escarpment that comes along here. So all this land up here is a lot higher than this lowland area here, and it's all gravel that was dumped by the glaciers. And at the bottom of this escarpment, there's the water comes percolating up out of the gravel and feeds all these tributaries and ponds and wetlands that are up here.
Okay, and this is just an example of one of the headwater areas that's functioning to keep Morrison Creek healthy. And this is also a project area for coho salmon, isn't it?
Yes. There was a beaver that was repeatedly blocking a culvert under Lake Trail Road. So the Highways Department did some work that would stop the beaver from plugging up the culvert while giving it places to do what beavers do upstream of the culvert without bothering the road. And they also did a lot of work to create fish habitat while they were at it.
Yeah. Well, the headwaters are the most critical part, basically, of a creek. This is the sponge that soaks up all the water. All the water from the creek starts here, which is why it's the headwaters. So if this isn't here in the summertime, when there's no rains coming down, the sponge is gone. No sponge, no water, no creek, no fish, no plants, no animals, nothing. So
there's a very, very sick. Oh my God.
Now you need the stick. Right there.
Yeah, that's amazing. When it starts really pouring rain, it actually takes a few days before the flow of the creek really, changes dramatically.
Because of all these wetlands and the
Yeah.
storage capacity of
Yes.
these wetlands to hold back the water.
Yeah. Without,
Oh, that looks like the lodge over there, is it?
Oh, that's
That
great.
pile of sticks?
Oh, maybe. Oh, I haven't. And it's
Challenging?
difficult. Yeah, there's a lot, from A to B in this straight line.
Good for you.
Hey, you made it. Wow.
You gotta thank Mr. Beaver because he made the jump short.
Yeah, they had to chew an awful lot of sticks to make this.
Yeah, what we're standing on is the beaver dam. Wow. Water deeper, and that makes them safer. And that way, when they build their lodge, that pile of sticks over there, the door to their house is underwater. So it has to be a pretty waterproof animal.
One of the things that we're very concerned about is possible large-scale development activities that are being discussed for the area here, and it would just have a devastating effect on on the headwaters and on the health of the creek.
So there's a lot of values to protecting the headwaters. There's values in holding back water and creating habitat for fish and wildlife. There's values in the stream downstream so that it's not flooded out, and even the people who live along that stream downstream. Another value is the educational component for both adults and children.
And there's economic values in maintaining the salmon population as well for commercial fishing purposes.
Yeah, and land values as well. If you keep intact, healthy natural areas in the Comox Valley, then the Comox Valley is going to continue to be a desirable place to live.
And for the health of the homes that are downstream, because if the water had no place to go up here, it would come down there and end up in our backyards. And I would much rather have it up here making the beavers happy than in my backyard making me unhappy.
Yeah. I can do that. See where the beaver chewed this off here? See those little beaver teeth tracks on the... You end up right at the edge of the escarpment, and then there's two different...
A lot of good pictures.
Good. I'd like to see what you got.
But I can't really because I don't have very good batteries.
Oh, okay. There's a story.
Yeah. I haven't bought very good batteries for my camera yet.